Well, it's about that time. Time to massively expand. Time to dial things up to 10. Time to fulfill Muhammad's prophecy in Sahih Muslim 146, where he said, "Verily, Islam started as something strange, and it would again revert to its old position of being strange, just as it started, and it would recede between the two mosques, just as the serpent crawls back into its hole." We've seen the Dawa guys crawling back into their holes, not in the Zut sense, but in the our lies just aren't working anymore and we don't have a plan B sense. Has there been a single debate all year that wasn't a complete disaster for them? If so, I haven't seen it. But I have seen the avalanche of apostasy accelerating. I have seen Christians learning the Islamic dilemma and Muslims scrambling to find a way to respond. I have seen Muslims getting brutally ratioed on X every time they post something from the Dawa script. I have seen Dawagandists becoming increasingly unhinged as their tactics fail. 2025 has been the worst year for Dawa ever. But if you look around, you know there's still a ton of work to do. So we're going to do it. With that in mind, we've got big changes coming in 2026. In January, I'm expanding the team. My wife runs the camera and such when I record my videos, but apart from that, I do everything myself. I put my content together, I make any graphics I need, I edit and post. I've made thousands of videos that way over the years. But next month, I'm hiring 2 people full-time and 2 or 3 more part-time. For full-time ministry, I'm bringing in Jai and DOC. You've seen Jai and DOC school Muslims on their sources in Arabic, but you've never seen their faces. They live in the UK, and DOC's an ex-Muslim. A while back, I asked them if they really don't want to show their faces ever, or if they just don't want to show their faces because of where they live. They said it's because of where they live. So I asked, well, if you lived in the United States, would you show your faces here? They said yes. Fortunately for all of us, Jai is a U.S. citizen. He's been living in the U.K. because he married DOC, who lives in the U.K. But since there's no good reason to stay in that Sharia-compliant hellhole, they're moving to my neighborhood next month. So you'll be getting 2, not 1, 2 first-time face reveals in January. I'm also hiring someone to run our live streams for us because we'll be going multicam and I'm not very tech savvy. I planned to expand from just me to a whole team like, 3 or 4 years ago? In my mind, that seemed like it would be quick and easy. That's always the case. Every time I plan something in my head, it seems really, really easy. But when I try to do it, it turns out to be somewhere between 10 and 1,000 times more difficult than I thought. Then I give up and some time goes by and I eventually come back to it with a more realistic plan. So whatever it was 3 or 4 years ago, I wanted to start by hiring a full-time videographer and editor. I told people to send me applications. I got a bunch of these guys were highly qualified. I was trying to decide who to pick so he could move and get to work. And then I realized I don't get along with everyone. What if I have this guy move to work for me and then he annoys the crap out of me? Then what? So then I contacted 3 people I've known over the years, people I know I get along with from studios I've been to, and I tried to poach them. And all 3 of them basically said, look, we like you, but you seem like you could get totally canceled at any time, and that's not very good job security for us. And they were right. Things were bad back then. I was getting banned left and right. But I fixed all of that. I also bought a bunch of equipment back then. Some of it, I don't really know what it does. People told me I need it. So I've got stuff that's been sitting around for years now. I checked out places I could rent for a studio, and I was about to sign a year lease on a place I liked for $2,000 a month. And then it hit me. I don't have anyone else ready, and I'm about to sign a lease on a studio. What am I going to do with these big empty rooms? I don't have all these other people to work with yet. What do I need a studio for? So I pulled back, doing things the right way now. Getting the people together first, and then as we get more and more momentum, we can upgrade step by step as we go along. The team is coming together like Voltron in January. We're going to start with live call-in shows. God Logic and Inspiring Philosophy already have live call-in shows on certain days of the week. We're going to fill in the other days of the week so that there's a live call-in show for Muslims every single day. I want to do a weekly Trinity versus Tawhid show. Anthony Rogers is the best on that topic. I asked him if he wanted to move here, but he does lots of prison ministry where he lives, and he doesn't want to give that up. But he did say he's willing to travel as much as we need him to travel. I'll have to see what day of the week works best for him, but I'm thinking we'll have something like Trinity versus Tawhid Tuesday or Theology Thursday or something. As an added bonus, Anthony's never been very consistent at making regular YouTube videos, so we might have him fly in, do a live call-in show with us, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and then we can record 2 videos of him for his channel before he heads home. That'll give him a steady supply of videos for his channel. We're going to have an all-lady show. We've got warriors like DOC and Hatun and Mary Harb and others who can wreck Dawa guys. Imagine a show where Muslim men can call in and challenge an all-female lineup. It will be psychologically traumatic for our Muslim friends because Muhammad said that women are intellectually deficient. So when a Muslim man loses an argument against women, he's actually losing 2 arguments because his prophet's being exposed. AP's moving here too, so we'll probably have an all-apostate show. Muslims can call in and challenge ex-Muslims on why they left Islam. We've got a place set up for recording podcast-style discussions. It's set up for 3 people. I'd like to get me, Jai, and Brother Rashid together for a Through the Quran series. I think we'd only need to meet for that like once per month. We can record multiple episodes going through a chapter of the Quran and spread out the episodes for the rest of the month. So we'll have lots of shows with different lineups. This is all pretty much ready to go. And I don't think it will be much more time consuming than what I'm doing now because it'll be a team of people, and Jai is good at all of the stuff I'm terrible at, like staying on task even when it gets boring. Posting on other platforms like TikTok. I tried to figure out TikTok. It didn't work. I need someone to point a camera in my face and tell me, here, respond to this claim for the next 2 minutes. And then I do that. And someone else does everything else because I don't know how. Teamwork makes the dream work. So, we're ready to start. Long term, after we get some momentum going, I'd like to bring in another 2 or 3 people who specialize in some area and 1 or 2 tech guys and editors. What I'd really like to see is a couple of couches with 5 or 6 people who know their stuff and just have a live call-in free-for-all every night. Call in and challenge us. We'll have someone on the team for you. We do that in the evenings and make videos during the day if that works out. I'd like to start bringing in some interns. If you're smart and talented and you end up on our radar, we'll bring you out to work with us for a year or 18 months or something. You spend the first 4 to 6 months learning the equipment and programs and such. Then you start jumping into some shows. Then we help you start cranking out your own videos or shows. And at the end of the internship, we say, here's your new computer, here's your new camera, here's your new mic. We're sending someone with you for a few days to set up your recording space. And we keep multiplying. Don't know if that'll work or if that's one of those things that will turn out to be way harder than it seems in my mind, but either way, we're getting started next month. Again, I'll be going from mainly myself to 2 full-time employees and a couple of part-time employees. This is pretty new to me. So I partnered with Defenders Media to handle all the paperwork and payroll and such. They said all I need to do is tell people where to donate and they'll handle everything else. Defenders Media is a 501c3 charitable organization, so if you want to send any end-of-year donations, this is the perfect time to do it. You'll get a tax receipt. You can also sign up for monthly donations if you want to support the work monthly. If you can, I would suggest setting up a monthly donation. Then, once we get going, decide if the work we're doing is worth it. If not, pull the plug. But I'm pretty sure you're going to like what you see, because we've got some awesome ideas, and we'll have everything we need to get it done. The link to donate is in the description box.